Ah, Earth. So beautiful. So up its own ass. Don't you want to just punt its smug round butt into the sun? That'll teach you for having the Grand Canyon. Show off. Mars has a bigger canyon than you, and you don't see it bragging all up and down about it.
Oh, look at me. I'm in the Goldilocks zone. I have life. 70% of my surface is covered in water.
Yeah, well, 100% of Venus's surface is covered in acid. What's cooler? Of course, there are a lot of ways to destroy Earth, but lately Hollywood and fiction have been falling on the same old tired cliches. So in an effort to highlight these iniquities, to make sure they're avoided in the future, here are my top 5 most boring ways to end the world. Number 5, and I'm just gonna nip this one right now, asteroids. What's more boring than a regular rock? A regular rock, but it's big and in space. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Hollywood's been especially egregious for this. We've got Impact, Deep Impact, Armageddon, Asteroid, Meteor, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, Post-Impact, Post-Impact 2, The Quickening, that one episode of Stargate SG-1 where Anubis throws an asteroid full of Naquita at Earth and the team has to expand a hyperspace window around the...
Look, no offense, but how many times can these folks save the world from Apophis? I mean, come on now. There must be other things we can talk about besides SG-1. You guys play golf?
Honestly, unless the asteroid is also full of killer king crabs that we can fight and then also cook, because who doesn't like crabs aside from people who are allergic to them, I'm not interested. Besides, we've already had actual asteroid impacts in our history, as recent as 2013, and then Hollywood stole that footage. I mean, really, come on. That movie came out, what, 2 years later? You had a budget of how many millions of dollars? You couldn't make convincing footage of the invasion? Everyone had seen the video by then. Number 4 is zombies. Now I know what you're thinking, but Weasel, zombies are exciting. And no, you're wrong. Maybe not in 2007 when everybody was doing them all the time forever, but now, I don't know, zombies have just been kind of done to death.
Oh no.
But there's nowhere else to take the zombie genre. We've already gotten probably the best comedy movie out of it, countless great examples of cinema, and countless more horrific examples of get a script doctor. Shit, we even have a romantic comedy with zombies where the main character is a zombie that falls in love with a person. Is it still necrophilia if it's a dead body that has feelings for a living thing? Wouldn't that be like alive-ophilia? Now, I'm not saying that you can't do awesome things with the idea, but you just can't use zombies anymore. And I think the primary reason for that is that zombies can't win in the world like they used to. Think about it. Our society has been so inundated with zombie pop culture that pretty much everybody already knows how to deal with a zombie. Even 3-year-olds know. If an actual zombie virus happened, it would be contained within a matter of weeks. Hell, maybe this would actually bring us together. Agree or disagree on economic policy, we can all agree that zombies plus bullets equals fun. Number 3 is just any scenario in which the human... Tyler? Number 3 is just any scenario in which the human race is either killed off instantly or disappears. That's lame. I mean, how do you even make a movie like that anyway? Just have everybody walking around and then suddenly everyone falls down dead? Roll credits? I mean, I'm sure there's a film student somewhere that fancies himself a modern-day Jim Morrison who would make a movie like that, and I would be in the front row of that movie ready to drunkenly assault that director for making something so fucking boring. Like, if that really is the whole premise of your movie, you must have one really strong, dominant arm. That's all I'm gonna say. Number 2 is the biblical apocalypse, specifically the one where apparently no one has ever read or heard any passage from the Bible. Look, I follow a lot of atheist YouTubers out there, and I'd count myself among the more secular YouTubers. But if a bunch of people who also happen to be the most far-right, idiotic, loudest, most anti-everything to do with equality Christians just suddenly vanished, and then some European European guy started shouting about how he was God now, and then took control of everything for no reason, I would know what was going on. You wouldn't have a bunch of those left behind, especially not those left behind in America, who would be asking who Jesus is. Come on! I can't walk outside without seeing who Jesus is. Certain parts of Texas literally have 5 churches per square mile. There are whole food chains who build up their reputations around evangelical right-wing Christians. Listen, it's not that we've never heard of you. It's that we don't find your message compelling. And last but not least, because it is the least, but it's also last, but it's not least in this list of least things. You know, it's the last on this list because it's the last on the list of the least, but it's not the least on the list, is the slow bullshit apocalypse that we're all going through right now. You know, the one where we see all the environmental damage and economic collapse coming, but the generation in power don't want to do anything about it because they all either don't understand that it's not 1995 anymore, or know what's all about to go down, and also know that they'll be dead in a few years, so it doesn't matter. I think what sucks most about this apocalypse is that it's so unbelievably frustrating. Honestly, if civilization could just hurry up and collapse so we could get on with the rebuilding, that would be great. But as it stands right now, every time we see a solution, it's like we're trying to steer a Mack truck into a right angle at 75 miles an hour. Oh, I missed it again. Oh, missed the solution again. Oh, missed it again. Maybe next time. Except there won't be a next time because you're joining a migrant caravan trekking across the new Dust Bowl in search of survival holdouts on the West Coast. I swear I'm not trying to be a doom scroller. Anyway, that's my list of 5 ways I really don't want to see the world destroyed again. Honorable mentions include aliens blowing up the planet, because there's no real reason for aliens to even bother with that. And also plants making people kill themselves. Not necessarily boring, but never executed well. Anyway, this is Cute Fuzzy Weasel. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other videos I've done. If you want to support this channel, I've got a Patreon, and I got a $1 tier over there. And that's like, you know, that's nice. Up at the top, you'll see a button you can press to get to my community tab so you can vote on the next one. And as always, have a good day.